we spoke to a senior economist of Realtor, formerly of Realtor.com, now of Keeping Current Matters, a real estate company. And he was, before Realtor.com, actually, he was at National Association of Realtors. Anyways, Chaz, he had 3 reasons why buyers are not overpaying in this market. I can't wait to hear what Mary says in a couple weeks. We'll have all the numbers next week. So we got a lot coming out here on the numbers of the current state of the real estate market over the next 3 weeks. But what are the 3 reasons the senior economist said right now buyers are not overpaying for homes?
Well, number 1, it depends on your baseline. And he went on to say, whenever you say, am I overpaying or am I paying more than it's worth, you've got to have a baseline. And you talk about this quite frequently, where if you look back over decade, if you own a house for at least 10 years, you're going to see double-digit appreciation. So the number 1 question to ask yourself, what is your baseline? And for most people, naturally, they're referencing this market off like the 2006 to 2010 market, and which was the first time we experienced collectively as a country a huge decline in both transactions and prices. And that's not that far in the past, which is, I think, why people can always revert back to that instead of trying to focus on where we actually are, right? So naturally, they refer...
Yeah, but here's the thing, Chaz, right? You just mentioned the decades. 1990s, over 30%, to your point, in home price appreciation. 2010s, over 45%. And the 2000s, we had over almost 50%. That is during the great financial crisis. It shot up to over 80%. But to end the decade, you still had over 45% appreciation. 2020s are over 40%. So every decade for the last 4 decades, you're up at least 30% on your home. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that is just a staggering number, right? We get so caught up with everything mainstream media is putting out to us that we have a hard time seeing, past the next 2 days. But if you actually take a step back, and that's what George was really emphasizing here, is that the timing and the overall time horizon is 2 of the most important things for buyers to be looking at, and also for sellers if they're thinking about making a move and they're worried about going from a 3% interest rate to a 6% interest rate. They will be able to refinance at some point, and they will be able to have appreciation in their home. And the number 3 point that he makes, and this has obviously been a painstaker and another big difference why this is not the 2006 to 2010 market, because in that time we were overbuilding, and right now construction has not kept up with demand. So we don't have enough new homes to go ahead and sell.
Certainly not in the affordable price point. So there you go. 3 reasons home buyers are not overpaying in this current market. We are in a much more dramatic inventory situation than we've ever been. Certainly nothing like 2008. Inventory is way up, inventory way down right now. We'll have a complete analysis of the current Connecticut market next week on Saturday.
Next Saturday,
on the show here, Real Estate Radio. Be tuned in for that. If you ever miss a show, by the way, anywhere you listen on podcasts, you go to CT Real Estate Radio, download the shows. Those are usually up by Mondays. So we'll have all of the numbers for the month of May, and we can review the first 5 months a little bit as well. But we'll have all of May's numbers updated, ready to go next week. And then the following week, we've got Mary Pula joining us to talk about what she's seeing current state of the market. 35 plus years in the business, of course, here with the One Team as well right now. And Mary will fill us in on everything